Hi, welcome to day 3 of our Corona workouts. Today we're going to do a ladder exercise. These are some of my favorite things because they can be adjusted for anything in any way. For our purposes today, we're going to do 4 exercises, and we're going to do all 4 at 50 reps, then we'll do all 4 at 40 reps, all 4 at 30, then 20, and we'll finish off at 10. But you can adjust these however you like. You can just do one exercise and go 40, 50, 40, 30, 10. You can do 2 exercises, you can do 10. You can actually also ascend. You can go 10, 20, 30. You could do 5, 10, 15, 20 reps. It's totally up to you. I've provided this actual workout and then 3 other options to use with a ladder exercise in the workout plan section on the link in my bio. So you can check out those, but feel free to adjust it however you want. In ours today, we're going to be doing crunches. We're going to do followed by lunges, flutter kicks, and then lateral raises. So we'll start with 50, we'll move our way down. So let's just jump in. So we'll start with our crunches. I'm going to go ahead and get here on the ground. As you can see, I got my weights. Yay! Not going to use those for crunches though. So we're going to do what I call tabletop crunches. So we're going to get our legs into a tabletop position. You want to get your legs at a 90-degree angle, and then we want toes up in the air, dorsiflex. We want those up in the air. We don't want them down, just nice and up. And you want this part of your body stay nice and tall. We're going to put our hands behind our heads, but just to be clear, this isn't to pull yourself up. You don't use your arms to pull. You shouldn't feel pressure on your neck. It's really just to rest your head. So it shouldn't be coming from here. It's not a neck exercise. It's down here. Imagine pulling your belly button to your lower back. That's what the feeling should be as you come up, okay? And so you should feel a crunch there. We're going to do 50. Here we go. Good counting, Kim. And it's not a race, so we're just going to go nice and slow. Lots of people think doing exercises, there's 10, really fast means something. It doesn't necessarily. So we're just going to take our time and really do them right. Feel those abs contracting. There's 20. You can even do what I'm doing and feel that contraction. Feel that belly button moving down. Here's 30. You can breathe on your way up. So inhale down, exhale up. There's 40, 10 more. $48, $49, and $50. Fun. All right, so our next exercises are lunges. So we're going to do 50 lunges total. You're actually going to do 25 per leg. There are 3 versions that I'm going to show you for the lunges on this first one, and then I'll probably just stick with the stationary lunges, but you can do whichever lunge works for you, or you can switch it up each time we go down the ladder. Again, always up to you for those choices. So for our stationary lunges, you're going to get into your staggered stance. And again, I like my hands on my hips. It's the most stable for me. And then we're just going to go straight up, straight down, and then straight back up, really keeping this knee from going too far in front on your foot. If you look down, your knee should never go beyond the toes of your shoe. At the shoelaces is best. So focus on that. A mirror is really great to help you. There's 6 here, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm just going to switch to my other leg now. Could feel free to do all 25 on one side. It's totally up to you. This knee is cracking like you wouldn't believe. A lot of miles on these knees. All right, so there's 10 for the stationary lunge. So those are the stationary lunges. My next total of 20, I'm going to do forward lunges. Take a step back. So these I'm going to alternate between legs. So I'm going to take a step forward and then come down, watching that knee, come back up, sorry. Forward, down, watch that knee and come up. Forward, down, and up. Again, this is still an up and down motion, not a forward motion. Is that right? Yeah. So keep an eye on that knee. 8, there's 9, 10. You want to go as low as possible in that lunge. 90 degrees is best. 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so now I've done 20 on both legs, so I'm going to do 10 total of our reverse lunges. That's our third style. And again, choose which one you want to do for each one. So the reverse one is exactly the same as before, we're just going to reverse. So I'm going to take a step backwards and down. Again, that knee positioning doesn't change no matter which version you do. 6, 7, 8, there's 9, and there's 10. So that's 50 total for those. We're going to move on to our flutter kicks. We'll do 50 of those. So our flutter kicks, we're going to lay down. These work the core as well. We're going to do legs out. Want to go about 3 to 6 inches off the ground. Toes up again. I like to put my hands on my stomach, but off to your side is fine, and head off the ground. So your abs should be tight, even with just your legs in the air. And then we're just going to go up and down like this. And 1 rep is once both feet go in the air. So it's kind of like count just your left foot going 50 times in the air. 13, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, and there's 50, okay? All right, and then our last one at 50, we're gonna do lateral raises. I am gonna use the weights for this one. It's a lot of reps, it's gonna end up being 150 reps. So you don't have to use weights if you don't want to, but I had them. I have my little 2-pound weights. I'm gonna start with that with 50 reps. I have my 5s in case I wanna adjust the weight, and feel free to do that as well. So we're just gonna go arms straight out. We want our arms nice and tight all the way out. We're not flapping like a bird here. We're not taking off. So nice and controlled movements, and you want to stop at shoulder height. There's 8, 9, and 10. We're going to squeeze in front of the body and come out, and then stop. 11. We don't need to go like this. It's a little too uncontrolled. Stop at those shoulders and come right back down. 15, 16. Again, it's not a race. You don't have to like kill yourself with speed. There's 20. If you start with weights and you find that they get too heavy, just put them down or change your weight right in the middle. It's okay. That is perfectly perfect. I'd rather you finish the 50 and change weights or end up with no weights than do something too heavy and you can't finish. Okay. So there's 35. Get us some tank top shoulders right now. Here we go. There's 40. 6. There's 49. There's 50. So that was kind of like round number 1 of our ladder. We're going to go back through and do the same 4 exercises. We're just going to do 40 reps instead of the 50. I'm going to jump in. If you need a break or a sip of water, do that. Like I said before, when you're taking those breaks, try to really keep them to 10 to 30 seconds so you can push yourself, keep that heart rate nice and high. So I'm going to get my legs in tabletop, hands behind my head. I'm going to squeeze those abs. And again, touch your abs. See if they're squeezing. You'll know. Here's 10. And again, my hands behind my head, they're really just kind of touching my head. They're not, there's 20, they're not pulling my neck up. It's my abs doing the pulling. So again, you can feel it coming together and really feel that belly button, 25. Pull down to that lower back. You know you're getting that good crunch. There's 30, 10 more. Good breath on that way up. Good squeeze. And here comes number 40. Excellent. We're going to move on to our lunges. And think I'll stick with all stationary lunges on this one. I'm going to attempt to do all 20 on each leg and then switch. Gonna feel the burn. I already feel it coming. Here we go. 2. There's 9 and 10. 10 more on this side. 1, 2, 3. Checking that knee. Ooh, whoops. 7, 8. Here's 9, and there's 20 on that side. Give it a little shake, woo, and we'll switch. And 20 more on this side. This is the one that gets my knee cracking. Woo. There's 10, so 10 more on this side, or 10 of whichever one you're doing. 18, 19, and here's 20. Done with lunges. Move back onto the floor for our flutter kicks. These are the ones I have to concentrate on for really counting. Back up a bit. So again, feet flexed up, and here we go. There's 10. There's 20. There's 30, 10 more. And there's 40. On the flutter kicks, if those are feeling really challenging, just put your feet down for a second, take a nice deep breath as an exhale, and then pick them up back up again. We're gonna go to our lateral raises. Now we're gonna go 40. We'll try the 5s. Here we go. And again, nice and controlled. Your shoulders are going to hate you while you're doing these, but this is the time. Really catch your breath. Focus on nice inhales through your nose and really big exhales through your mouth. There's 10. Those exhales are actually what gets your heart rate down. So inhale however feels great, but focus on controlled and intentional exhales. That'll help that heart rate come down so that we can just, there's 20, raise it all over again. Here's 30. 3 extra pounds per side makes a big difference. Woo! Feel the burn. There's 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, here's 40. All right, give everything a shake. We're done with this set, like kind of set number 2 at our 40s. We're gonna do everything again at 30. Again, if you need a sip of water, get it. If you need to do a 10 to 30 second break, do it. I'm gonna jump into crunches. Here we go. Summer body's made in the spring, in the corona, right? There's 10. There's 20. And there's 30, see? We're getting it. This time for my 30 lunges, I'm gonna face it this way. I actually think I'm gonna do forward lunges for all 30 on these, and I'm gonna alternate, but again, whichever lunges work for you. Trying the counting today. Gonna get it right. There's 10 total. Just 20 more. right, 20, 10 more. I suppose you could also do these as walking lunges if you have the space. I don't see why not. You want some variety. 26, 28, and 30. Woo. Back down to our flutter kicks. Okay. These abs of steel, right? Here we go. There's 10. There's 20. 10 more. And there's 30. I like these ladder exercises. Oops. Because by the end, 30's feeling really great for life, right? Get our lateral raises. Get some good reps in. Woo! Enjoy these ones. Imagine my tank top shoulders. If I ever get outside again, there's 10. Just kidding. Keep getting vitamin D. Get outside. Get some sunshine. It's good for the soul. There's 18. 20. 10 more of these. And this might be the point with our 20 or 10 left. If you haven't chosen a weight for lateral raises, maybe you pick something up or go to a heavier weight since we only have 20 and 10 left. 28, 29, there's 30. Woo! Done with all of our 30s. We're gonna move into our 20s and give that a shake out. Let's get to our crunches. Okay, here we go. These ones are gonna fly by, I promise you. You'll be tired, but they're gonna go so much faster than our other ones. We're already at 12. You can do what I do and just jibber jabber the whole time talking about nothing. There's 20. Goes by so fast. All right, I'm gonna do reverse lunges on this one. So I'll take a step forward, big step back. These ones do require a little bit more focus because you can't see where you're stepping. But for some reason, whoops, I like them better because I'm a bit of an odd duck. Most people prefer forward. And I pretend like I'm a trailblazer. Keep kicking my couch though. Figure that one out. That was 14, by the way. Here's 16. 2 more on each side. 18, last one. And here's number 20. 20 flutter kicks, friends. Woo! Yes! Finish line. Put my arms down. 12. 18, 19, 20. There we go. The flutter kicks you can actually also do 3 count. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. It's actually the way I generally do them. If you'd like a little bit of an extra challenge. Honestly, I do it. It's easier to count that way. It's really hard to count your feet on every single one. So just a thought. You can put it if you don't like it. Here's 10 on our lateral raises, only 10 more. 15. 19, 20, just realizing for our last lateral raises, I'll turn to the side. We do want our backs nice and straight and tall. I'm moving into crunches. We're on our last set of all 10. See, look at me, jibber jabbering. Just flying through with all my talking. But with the lateral raises, you want your body nice and quiet. So it really should just be those shoulders opening. Here's 5, 6, and the arms coming up. You don't want to kind of, if you're feeling, we're done with our crunches. you're feeling like you have to swing your whole body into the lateral raise, your weight is probably too heavy, so go ahead and drop it or change it. We really want to isolate those shoulders, so I'll show you that on the last round. Do my last set of lunges. It's only 10, so I'll do 5 per side of just stationary for these ones. Feeling really great about life when these numbers are so low. That was 45. If at the end you're like, oh man, I can do more than 10, I put all this work in, let me do more than 10, I highly recommend that. When I do this, I generally end up doing 2 rounds of 20 as opposed to 10, mostly because I jibber jabber and get distracted and don't realize until I'm on 15, I'm like, well, guess we're going to 20. That's just me. Look at these. Flutter kicks done. Our last thing already, we're whipping through this. So I'll show you the lateral raises from the side. So shoulders nice and rolled back, back nice and straight. And again, the only thing that should be moving is those arms up and down. The rest of your body should be really quiet. Here's 5. If you're like doing this, those don't count. You're working, I'm gonna redo those too because those don't count. You're working a lot of different muscles. It's gonna cause injury. So just the shoulders should be moving, so really adjust the weight. That's 10. Friends, that was our ladder workout. We did 50, 40, 30, 10. Feel free to make adjustments to that one. You could also go through that a second time through and do another set of 50, 40, 30, 10 if you're feeling up to it. Thanks for joining. We'll see you tomorrow.